Have your VOs ready for the officer, please.
It's fault, boss.
Show your bags to the officer.
Yep. Too late, am I?
No. We'll let almost anyone in. It's getting out again you want to worry about.
Terry, my son, you do look well. What are you doing here? Oh, is that what you've got to say to me after me making the effort to
Where's
get you?
Dave?
Dave?
I sent Dave a VO. Where is he?
Well, he was indisposed, so I thought I'd take
Oh,
it.
don't do this.
Terry, please. Remember where we are.
We? We are? Where I am?
Yes. You're in prison, Terry.
That's right. I'm in prison. And why am I in prison?
Because you got captured, convicted, and sent here.
Correct. I got captured, convicted, and sent here as a direct result of my involvement with you.
I thought you'd be pleased to see me. You wound me, Terry, you know. After all the time and money I spent on getting you the best possible defense.
You what? You got a gross incompetent who was totally elephants throughout the whole bleeding trial.
Incompetent? Drunk? Tubbs Larder? He's probably the best bent brief on the circuit.
I mean, how could you? Tubbs Larder, barrister at law, is a joke, innit?
All right for cigarettes?
I don't smoke.
Keep your dressing! Keep your dressing! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Lift them up! Lift them up! You will do something! Get everything here! Right, followers! Party! Party! Yeah!
Stand on ease, Sergeant.
Steady! Hey!
Well, gentlemen, and ladies, welcome to our executive survival course. I'm Lieutenant Mills, and over the next few days, your chief instructor will be Captain Williams here. Any questions? Ask Sergeant Dixon and any of the other men. Now then, stand to attention, will you? For your commanding officer, Colonel Kaplan. Attention!
Don't understand any, please.
Stand at ease. Stand easy.
Now, men, you know why your employers have sent you here? It is because you are officer material. You have those qualities that Britain needs to make her strong again, as she was during the Empire. In those days, we knew how to give the orders. And we knew how to obey them, too. Oh, yes. And that's what we're going to teach you. When you go back to your offices next week, you'll be fighting fit. Your country needs you, and you'll be ready to make this great country of ours greater still.
Now listen, I'm going to say this
Now, you
once
listen to
and
me,
finally.
Terry. I came
I
here
am
today
not,
to do you a very
repeat,
special
not
favour.
interested
God knows in the
in anything you have to
something you
say,
could do with.
suggest,
It's the
propose, or
perfect
offer me in
chance for
any
you to
shape,
start a
size.
new life.
Will you shut up?
Secure. Even a seat on the board. You're not listening.
I'm not listening.
Yeah, I said you wasn't. It's all right, so you're probably a bit excited, tense. A little bit of gate fever, I expect.
It's more like deja vu.
DJU? Hey, listen, you haven't been messing up your mind reading books while you've been resting in here, have you?
Goodbye, Arthur.
Hold on, Terry. Listen, I am expanding. I am building up a business empire. Exporting avarice beyond the dream of riches, Terry. You could be an executive.
Hello, how's the housekeeping going?
Still playing soldiers, Roger?
One does not assume, Angie, that the female mind can understand the harsher realities of society's needs.
What's it all about, Alfie? Haven't you done that yet?
Oh, that'll be our benevolent employer. I've got some good news for him. Kaplan's decided to expand his order.
For what items?
No doubt Arthur will let you know. By the way, do you think you could find us a reliable handyman?
I'll see what I can do.
Morning, Roger.
Good morning, Mr. Denny.
Morning, Angie.
Morning, sir.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Your Mr. Kaplan seems well chuffed with the bits and bobs we let him have.
Oh, yes. I told him that with your connections, you could probably do him a much better deal than he'd get with these mail-order people.
Oh, definitely, definitely. In what size of order do you think he has in mind?
Oh, quite considerable. The Colonel intends to expand his survivalist movement nationwide.
Nationwide?
Yes, he plans to amalgamate with similar groups already operating.
Does he now?
Of course, he would like to see samples and to discuss it with you.
Oh, yes, of course. That goes without. I don't suppose you happen to have a list of specific items? Oh, you do. I do like to see efficiency among personnel, Roger.
So does the Colonel.
Oh, my goodness. I think I'd better do a little bit of swatting up, eh? And then perhaps you can arrange a meet.
Certainly.
Thank you, Roger. How to fry a squirrel.
Morning, Mr. Chisholm, sir.
What are you doing, Bindle?
Well, I'm raising the barrier, sir, so that you can enter.
Without first checking my credentials.
Yeah, but I can see who you are, sir.
You never heard of imposters, Bindle? Lookalikes, plastic surgery, doppelgangers. I could be anybody.
May I see your credentials, please, sir? Thank you. You mind stepping out the car a moment, please, sir?
What?
Well, I've got to run this through with the Chief Security Officer.
I am the Chief Security Officer, you cretin.
Yeah, but you might also be an imposter, sir.
Mr. Chisholm, everything under control. You can rely on me, sir. Millie.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
There you are, sir.
Dixon, what are you doing in my office?
Actually looking for you, sir.
Briefing with the MD. How did you get in?
Door was unlocked. You must have forgotten to secure it, sir.
Well, what is it?
I wanted to check the duty rota with you, sir. See, I have leaved you.
I haven't had time to work on that yet. If you don't mind, I am rather busy.
On my way, sir.
Well, let's shove it right, Arthur. You can hardly blame him for blanking you if you think about it.
Well, that's all history, Dave. A tragic twist of fate that I had no control over at the time.
Oh, I did warn you when you talked me into letting you have that visiting order.
I've tried to see the boy. God knows I've tried since he was tucked up. Written to him endlessly.
Twice, to be precise.
Begging him, let me visit. Clear the air, settle any misunderstandings.
What is there to misunderstand from his point of view? But you stashed a load of bent videos in his flat without telling him.
Small correction, Dave. A flat that belonged to me, that I let Terry live in, practically rent-free.
He lived there, Arthur. It was his home. I mean, that's the point.
All right, you blame me and all. Have I not suffered enough? Have I not endured endless sleepless nights of concern? If you prick me, do I not spill claret?
Fuck 'em, all right.
And is it my fault the robbery squad raided the wrong flat looking for someone else?
Any suffering that's been done has been done by Tell in the nick.
Brick walls do not a shovel make, nor iron bars a cage. I have been a prisoner of conscience.
Of course you have, Arthur. Of course you have.
An investigation of this kind, sir, it does take time.
But you've both been on this for 6 weeks.
Yes, sir. And we now know that over 1.5 million of these contraceptive pills have been manufactured and imported from Panama.
1.5 million?
Made from tapioca and starch, actually. Quite harmless from a toxic point of view.
Harmless? Good grief, man. Imitation contraceptive pills? Have you any idea how many women are pregnant as a result of this diabolical fraud?
Not exactly, sir. But fortunately, the main bulk of the consignment was recovered once it was discovered what was going on.
But you haven't discovered what was going on.
Well, that is not strictly correct, sir. We have managed to glean the name of the company that supplied the offending pills.
Did you?
Global worldwide product, sir. Some sort of wholesale import and export outfit.
Well, all you've got to do is get down to company's house and trace the damn thing. As soon as you got the name of the directors, we've cracked it.
Thought of that, sir. Too late today, and unfortunately, it won't be open again until Monday. I'll be on it first thing, sir.
Well, at least that's something positive, isn't it?
We do what we can, sir.
Dave! How are you, mate?
Hey, you're looking good.
Well, I feel good now.
I've got the clobber you left at your old flat stashed at my place.
Well, it shouldn't feel like more than a small cupboard, should it? Oh, listen, what about my TV and the hi-fi and the records and all that?
I've got the records. Arthur took the others to keep in protective custody, he reckoned.
Well, if he knocks them out, it's going to be him who needs protective custody.
Me and some of the members, we've organised a coming-out party for you tonight. Down the club, OK?
Yeah, smashing. Is he coming?
Well, he ain't been invited. You know, Arthur.
Well, you said it yourself, sir. Given the losses you sustained in the stock market crash, you need capital to recoup, to finance your vision, and to maintain the standards of the survival school. Now, all this needs positive action.
Nevertheless, what you're suggesting needs a great deal of consideration and meticulous organisation.
Well, I see no problem there, sir. Given your inspired leadership, your unique ability to plan a military operation of this type.
I do try to fulfill the confidence you and the rest of the men have in Miss Honor. You see, the men who built houses like this knew what it took to make this country great, sir. It is my avowed intention to revive that tradition.
To the winner of the spoils, sir.
If I do decide to proceed with this mission, let me make it perfectly clear. It is for the cause, nothing else.
Good grief, sir. I hope you don't think I was implying anything.
Very well. In principle, I'm for it. I'll need precise details, of course. Times, route, security, etc. In the meantime, I'll start preparing a team and organizing equipment.
Yeah, you should have let me get you a flat, sir. I could have rented you something.
No. No charity, remember? I'll pay my own way. All right, Dave? All right.
Well, it ain't the Ritz.
It is to me, mate.
I stuck the telly in here in case you want a bit of privacy, like.
Dynamite. Cheers.
Well, you've got the run of the place, you know that. I'll leave you to it, then.
Oh, Dave? Thanks a lot, mate.
No sweat.
Never seen so many birds in the Winchester.
That's because you're here.
Oh, here we go.
What?
My boy. The return of the prodigal. What more can I say?
How about goodbye?
Same old Terry still likes a little joke. For you and you alone, my son. A modest, albeit expensive token to celebrate your own coming and our long and enduring friendship.
You don't know the meaning of the word. Clear off.
Look, come on, don't spoil the party, you two.
Harsh and cruel, Terence, harsh and cruel. Based on a gross misrepresentation of the known facts. Tell him, Dave, tell him how I've suffered.
No, you've suffered.
During his unfair and unjust incarceration.
Well, after all...
Listen, either you walk out or I sling you out.
Turn it in, Tel. Look, boshing a whoopee could put you straight back in the boob.
Whoopee?
Well-off old person.
Alfie is right, Tel. GBH on a whoopee ain't viewed with sympathetically in the halls of justice.
Well, even if it's justified.
You just remember who employs you.
Do you work for this?
Well, I've got to earn a crust, ain't I, Tel?
Look, either he goes or I do.
All right, Terry, all right. I understand the pressure you must be under. Adjusting back into abnormal society is not easy when you've been tucked up for a bit. A period of personal paranoia is not uncommon in cases like this. Bearing that in mind, I will take my leave.
Good.
A friend in need is a pest, right?
Just go, will you?
I will keep this refrigerated until you can accept it with the same goodwill and grace with which it was offered.
Oi. What about the sound system and the TV of mine that you nicked?
Oh, you mean the items I've been lovingly protecting and stored in my warehouse awaiting your release? Alfie will give you the address.
Well, come on then, cheer up. Is this a Moriarty or what? Oh, Butcher, is Arthur Daly about?
I'm afraid he's not at the moment. I'm the sales manager. Can I be of assistance?
No, I don't think so, no. Well, I'll just hang about if that's all right.
Well, I'm not sure if...
Arthur wants these shipped out as soon as possible.
Oh, right.
Is he in?
Who?
Arthur. Oh, I'm an old acquaintance, Terry McCann.
Also a friend of Alfie's, right?
Yeah, that's... Oh, you must be Angie.
One and the same. Follow me.
Come on, look sharp.
There's no guarantee when Arthur will show up, but you're welcome to wait in the office with me if you like.
Thank you. And you.
Coffee?
No, thanks, not for me, no.
Alfie told me about you. Just come out of prison, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Coming to work here.
For Arthur? You kidding? No way, no.
You've got a job then?
Well, I haven't at the moment, no.
You're staring.
Oh, sorry. Takes a bit of getting used to, you know.
I'll try to adjust then.
No, I mean, me talking to a woman.
Sorry, it's my fault. If you need a job, I know something that might interest you.
Well, yeah, I've got to do something. What is it?
General handyman, part-time chauffeur to a bloke who's got a big estate near here. He's got a business playing war games.
War games?
Yeah, you know, survivalist. Playing soldiers.
Oh, I see. Retired army, is he?
No, I don't think so. He used to have a chain of grocery shops.
Yeah, but he's not going to be interested in someone with my form, is he?
Terry. Well, this is a surprise.
Hello?
I knew you'd see reason once you come.
Look, don't start. I've just come to collect my gear, all right?
Yeah, I'm not starting.
Excuse us a minute.
Let me point out that Angie is not only my private secretary, but also a witness if you're contemplating anything physical.
Now, listen. What do I have to do to convince you that I do not want to be laced up or under any obligation to you ever again?
Terry, no man is a continent.
Eh?
We all need helping hand through this vale of tears. The sort of friendship we had over the years was a rare and precious commodity, not something to be forfeited just because of a small error of judgment on my part.
No, that is a bleeding rarity. You actually admitting that something's your fault.
I know. There are some who cannot see my imperfections. But I must admit I have, from time to time, made the odd mistake.
Odd mistake?
Terry, can I be totally honest with you?
Well, there's another first. I don't think I can stand this shock.
The truth is, and I mean this, friendship, guilt, the wish for you to forgive me, all that to one side, I need you. I need you because you are the only person on this planet that I can really and truly trust.
Now, don't do this.
What?
This.
What's this?
What you're doing.
What am I doing?
That.
What is that?
That's what you're doing.
Look, could we start this conversation again?
What you're doing is what you've always done to me since the first day we ever met. You're trying to manipulate me.
Oh, manipulate? Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I suppose I manipulated you when I gave you a roof over your head.
Gave?
When I gave you a car. God knows how many jobs so you could earn a decent, dignified living.
Oh, yeah, you call that living?
Yeah, no. What I lobbed in your direction was the deep satisfaction of dignified self-interest.
Yeah, all right. So it wasn't always one-way traffic?
No, something to be treasured, my son. Something to be appreciated.
Oh, yeah, I really appreciated 18 moons in a shovel, didn't I? Now, what do I have to do to get this through to you? I am not ever coming back. Not today, not tomorrow, never.
So ask yourself, Tel, what you going to do if you don't work for Arthur?
Well, bit of bouncing, bit of minding, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's feasible. But look, don't mind me saying so, mate, but ain't you getting a bit long in the Hampsteads for that sort of thing? I mean, punching people about and all that?
I can still handle myself.
The thing is, Tel, you can stay with us as long as you like, you know that. But what you want is a place of your own and a motor, right? Well, think how long it's going to take you to get them two things alone from what you can earn out of minding.
Yeah, well, there's this bird who works at Arthur's place, Angie. She mentioned something about a job.
Doing what?
Well, general handyman at a big estate.
Oh, did she offer to write you a reference and all, did she?
No. I thought we'd give it a try, though.
Sergeant Dixon's here, sir.
Thank you, Captain Williams. Send him in.
And we'll have to leave in 10 minutes if we're to rendezvous with the trainees on time.
This won't take long. Ah, Dixon. Situation report.
I managed to have a look in the operations book, sir. There is definitely a shipment within the next fortnight. Unfortunately, no precise date. And knowing Chisholm, he won't tell me till the last minute.
Time enough for us to activate the mission?
If we are prepared, almost certainly.
We'll be prepared. I'll plan it to the last detail.
Now, the interesting thing about global worldwide products is not that it has ceased trading, or as is more likely at a change of name or premises, but that one of the names listed as a director is very intriguing.
Well?
Well, what, Gav? Well, why is it intriguing?
Because of who I think it is.
And who do you think it is?
T.J. McCann. Terence John, I would say.
Terry McCann. Criminal associate of Arthur bloody Daly.
Does have an inevitable logic to it, doesn't it?
Straight back inside for him, then.
Not quite, Gav.
What do you mean, not quite?
Well, it still leaves a small problem of proof. Now, I'm sure you don't want to make the same mistakes as Charlie Chisholm did in his dealings with the Bold Arthur. Overzealous to the point of obsessional paranoia, I think the inquiry board called it.
You're right, Jones, for once. We must be very careful on this one.
Oh, aye. That would be the royal we, would it?
As I recall, Cheerful Charlie was investigating Daly concerning phony Lacoste sweaters and imitation Cartier watches.
Aye.
Well, that's it, then. Counterfeit goods.
Matter of fact, I thought of that and checked the files.
You did?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Cheerful Charlie must have taken them out or destroyed them when he resigned.
Ah.
No reason why we couldn't go and ask him, I suppose. Any details you can remember, like?
That is right.
Of course. It would mean to persuade him, you'd have to be very diplomatic, like.
Well, yes, you'd have to call him Albert for a start.
Oh, sorry to startle you, Mr. Daly. Interested in books, are you?
Yes, I do have a passing interest in good literature. Agatha Christie, Harold Robbins, that sort of thing. Very impressive, if you don't mind my saying so.
Yes, thank you. Have you read Kipling, Mr. Daly?
Not read it as such, but I did see the film. Always brings a tear to my eye when that old bear snuffs it.
He had the right idea, you see. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs.
You'll be on a nice little earner in the end, my son. My favourite poem.
Anticipation, preparation, survival, Mr. Daly.
Oh, absolutely, definitely. The only way.
That is our philosophy here, you see. APS. Only those who are prepared and fit to survive do survive in these troubled times. Isn't that right, Captain Williams?
Anticipation, preparation, survival, sir.
Good man.
Yeah, precisely what I was saying to her indoors the other day when she was banging on about unemployment.
Sir, what have you brought back?
A few samples of the wherewithal for complete and utter survival, Mr. Kaplan. Oh, sorry, Colonel, sir. As selected by me and my staff. Gas mask, personal radio, DIY anti-germ warfare kit, radiation detectors, and all reputable goods, as you can see by the manufacturer's labels.
British, of course.
Except where, through superior technology, I had to turn, reluctantly, to Taiwan.
Good man, Shanghai Shek. Outnumbered, that's all.
And you have my personal guarantee as to the efficiency of said items.
That would be of little value should any of these items fail in a post-attack situation.
No. You just bring them back to the warehouse and I'll change them or give you your money back. Oh, after the dust has settled, so to speak.
What the bleeding hell are you doing here?
What the point? What are you doing here, Terence?
I work here.
Oh, yeah, my man Roger did say something about you doing something menial for the Colonel.
And I hope you haven't tried to put a kibosh on it by telling them about my form, because if you have, Sunshine, I promise
No,
you...
Terence. If you want to revert to being a peasant, that is your business. My business is as a wholesaler of goods various.
Good.
A very lucrative business it is, too.
Good.
And, but for your serf-like mentality, you could be in on my company profit-sharing scheme. Que sera, sera. Hey, what size boots do you take? 8. Tread on that, will it?
If you could just wait a moment, please, sir. You see, for all I know, you could be a doppelganger.
Doppel what? Bloody job's worth.
One of Charlie's finest.
Yes?
Yes, sir. I've got a Detective Sergeant Rycote. I'm a Detective Constable Jones here. Leastways, that's who they're claiming to be.
They showed you their credentials, didn't they?
Oh, yes, sir, but I am mindful of your lecture to the men on forged IDs.
I am expecting them, Bindle.
And your warning about intelligence leaks.
Let them in, Bindle. Direct them to reception.
I don't know if I should, sir. One of them looks like he might have had plastic surgery.
Sorry about that little misunderstanding, Ronald. I run a tight ship here. My men are trained to be extra vigilant.
Yes, that's obvious, Albert. Must be very gratifying.
Going up, Poe? Is there any other way to go? Of course, another advantage of this job is not having to suffer idiot brass interfering with one's work.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Busy, are you? This is Detective Sergeant Rycott and his colleague D.C. Jones. They've come to ask my expert advice on a security matter, sir.
You used to work with Charlie, see?
Albert Jones, Albert.
Well, as soon as you've finished, I'd like to discuss the overmanning you arranged at yesterday's Gatwick operation. I am running a business here. The long-suffering taxpayer doesn't foot my bills.
I can see what you mean now, Albert. Non-interference must be a big responsibility.
I think I can safely say it carries more responsibility than chasing after low-life villains, Taff.
As soon as I know, you'll know.
Just make sure you keep me informed of all movements.
Okay, fine.
It's most important we don't rip up on this one.
Sorry about that. Overseas call.
Ah.
Don't think there's much call for quality control on items from Korea. What were you saying?
Well, basically, I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you pointing me in the direction of that job, you know, and I just wondered if, by way as a thank you, that, well, if I could take you up for dinner one night.
Do you know what I like about you, Terry? You have unfashionable attitudes.
Is that a yes?
Well, that's all very interesting, Ronnie, but frankly, I've no further interest in the sordid activities of Daly and McCann. I'm afraid with the responsibilities I have now, my time is taken up with far more important issues.
Yeah. I only wanted to know what you found out about their counterfeit activities, Albert. As an old colleague, that's not very much to ask, is it?
You're the detective, Ronnie. I've joined the ranks of private enterprise.
It's still an offence for civilians to impede police officers in their duty. Isn't it, Gov?
Oh, just his Baptist upbringing, Albert. You remember.
Nevertheless, can't help, I'm afraid. Call it memory loss for trivia. Sorry, Ronnie, but there it is.
In that case, it's my sad duty to arrest you for obstructing officers of the law in the course of their duty, Albert. Anything you say may be taken down, etc.
Arrest me. Arrest me.
Unless your memory suddenly improves, Charlie.
This is some tool, isn't it? Where did Arthur pick this up?
Oh, an army surplus dump. Well, you should have seen it when he got hold of it. What a wreck. But now, through my expert attention, he's going to knock it out to this mug you're grafting for. 10 times what it stands in.
I do not like my clients referred to as mugs.
Yeah, especially in public.
I understand from Angie you've come to collect and deliver.
Yeah, that's right.
I will be accompanying you.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. This vehicle is my property until Kaplan coughs up the readies for same. And since you are in his employ and not mine, you are not insured to drive it.
Not insured? What are you talking about?
Unless you wish to reconsider your career prospects and return to the fold.
I'd rather have molten lead poured in my ear.
Nice.
And since when have you ever worried about insurance?
Listen, you follow me up in the roller, so I'll have transport back. I just want to load some gear onto this.
Quite Arthur.
Terry, bring Mr. Kaplan's radios.
I think the time has come to have an obbo at Daly's warehouse and see what's coming and going.
I thought we were having the rest of the day off, Gov.
Being a police officer's a 24-hour-a-day occupation, Jones. Villains don't work to a timetable.
You do if they're planning a train robbery.
What is all this stuff?
Survival clobber. Combat boots, rucksacks, sleeping bags.
Like little action man, isn't he?
He simply wants to be prepared for when the east wind blows hot. Very hot. And who's to say he hasn't got a point?
Yeah, on the top of his head.
Do you see who that is? In that thing?
Aye.
Well, go on then.
Sudden change of plan, is it, Gav?
Well done, chaps, well done. A model operation superbly executed. Carry on, please.
I know, that's it, chaps. Well, hold your weapons in. Pretty good show, eh, sir?
I'm worried about the lack of moral fibre among these men, Lieutenant.
Don't worry, sir. We'll soon lick them into shape.
Keep your eyes peeled for a clearing with plenty of motors about.
Ah. I see you come in convoy, Mr. Daly.
I always like to give a personal service, Colonel. Thought I'd give the APV a road test before delivery.
Splendid. Is it all to spec?
All to what?
Is it all to specification?
Oh, definitely, definitely. And completely loaded up with your order down to the last item.
Jack boots, matching handbags.
That'll do, Terry. Open the back. Walk this way, Colonel. Combat boots with non-slip soles, camouflage sleeping bags, and bulletproof jackets.
Ah, excellent. Let's have a look at them.
Terry, bulletproof jacket.
Here, put this on, Mr. Daly.
Put it on?
Yes, let's try it out.
What, try it on for size, you mean?
You have faith in the products you sell me, haven't you?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Well, come on, then. As the next paratrooper who fought behind enemy lines, it'll be like old times.
Paratrooper?
Well, we didn't wear these. You know, we had travel light. We was jumping all the time. Hey, Terry, you try it on for the Colonel.
No. He wants you to try it on. Please the customer, remember?
Yeah, I'd recommend that. That's very comfortable. Highly recommend.
No. We must give it a proper test.
Proper test? I'm sorry, I don't quite follow you, Colonel.
Right bunch of diddlos, this lot.
Sure, Mr. Daly, the best place to stand.
Come on. About 20 paces should do it.
Do it? Do what? Sorry, I don't follow. What you doing?
Lieutenant Mills.
Oi! Listen, you... What's this? Hold on!
Harry?
Oi!
My God! They've just shot him. You're all right. Guy filled pellets. Quite harmless. Yes, works very well.
Look, he ain't getting any younger, you know. He could have had a heart attack.
I don't think so. Heart of a lion. Tell me himself.
Come on, son, come on.
My hat.
Get his hat, get his hat. You're all right, you're all right. Can you walk? Come on, you're all right.
What do you make of that there?
Shut up. I'll need time to think.
Enter. The route I've decided on for Operation Flintlock. What do you think?
Very good, sir.
Well, this is highly confidential, Dixon, but I think it's time for you to know when Operation Flintlock is actually taking place.
Do you want to see me, Mr. Kaplan?
Yes, there's a box I want collected from Mr. Daly's warehouse. Be a good chap and get it for me, will you?
What, now?
Yes, now.
Yeah, all right.
Just a moment, young man. I want a word with you about your disrespectful outburst yesterday.
Well, yeah, you see, I didn't realise the gun wasn't real.
You showed spirit. That's good, in moderation. I need men like you in my squad, McCann.
Oh, no, thanks. No, I'm not into uniforms.
Think about it. You could be one of the survivors.
Now cut along and pick up that box.
Right.
Today? But it can't be. We're not ready. I hadn't... Yes. Yes. APS, Sergeant. Quite. Yes, I will. I've sent McCann. Yes. Right, I'll do that. And I'll leave the rest to you. Right. Williams, get in touch with the squad. It's on for 1700 hours. Today. Sir.
Sure you don't want a coffee with it?
No. Caffeine. Can't be too careful.
How's the old soldier then, eh?
Please, Terry, no jokes. I'm not a well man, thanks to your new employer.
Did he tell you what he did? He fainted.
I thought you said you were overwhelmed by the force of the blow.
It is over. I do not wish to talk about it.
You have to give me your version.
Well, will, yeah, over dinner.
I do not approve of carnal suggestiveness between staff during working hours.
But I'm not one of your staff, am I? I've come to collect a parcel for the Colonel.
Oh, yeah, it's down there with a military club or somewhere. Where's Roger?
Oh, he phoned to say he won't be in. He's damaged his trigger finger or something. How about lunch? There's something I want to talk to you about.
What, now, you mean?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Just a minute, just a minute.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Right, men, settle down. Wish to cough, do so now. We are here to discuss Operation Flintlock.
He's gone to lunch?
Yes, he's not a very reliable employee. I didn't like to say so at the time, sir. Some urgency, is it? Huh?
He's gone to lunch.
Well, don't worry, Colonel. There's still time. We'll get 2 of the men onto it.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not quite with you. Are you now saying that you don't work for Arthur?
Well, yes. Look, Terry, I'm sorry to lay this on you, but the fact is that I'm a policewoman working undercover.
What?
Sorry.
Does Arthur know this?
Oh, don't be silly.
So why are you telling me then?
I was hoping to enlist your help.
Listen, you. I may have fallen out with Arthur, but a grass I'm not, all right?
Now, my bosses are after bigger fish.
Amazing, isn't it?
Well, at least listen to what I'm proposing before you say no.
I've already said it.
We think that Kaplan and others might be using
I'm not interested. Excuse me.
I just thought that now that you're working for him...
And that's why you stuck me up for the job, I suppose, is it?
Well, it wouldn't be that difficult for someone with your background to get in with Kaplan and...
Excuse me, look, can we have the bill over here, please?
This is about the only information I've been able to collate so far. Seems to be a bit of a loony, like. Runs this survivalist movement. Nothing illegal in that, though, from what I can deduce.
Deduce? If he's doing business with Daly, he has got to be bent. Organise a warrant, will you? I think we'd take a look at Daly's little empire.
Ah.
Hello, Arthur. I thought you'd be pleased to see me.
Oh, what a surprise seeing you here, Mr. Rycott.
Lovely, isn't he, Jones?
Can't help but admire his style, though, can you?
I am here to...
Don't tell me. Looking for a bargain buy.
No. I'm looking for something to confiscate.
Confiscate?
In court, they will be known as exhibits. You are familiar with these, I know.
What is it, credit reference?
Look, you know what I'm talking about. I've been out of Nick for less than a fortnight. I can well do without all this. I'm trying to make it straight now. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, Terry.
Good.
Unfortunately, my bosses might take a less benevolent attitude.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you are heavily implicated in Arthur's counterfeit operation.
Counterfeit? What are you talking about?
Oh, come off it. You're not that naive. Most of the stuff in that warehouse is bad quality rubbish, pretending to be the genuine article.
No, it's just lookalikes. Same as you buy anywhere. Punters know what they're getting.
Oh, no, they don't, until it's too late. Arthur sells that stuff as the genuine article, in bulk. I should know. I do the paperwork.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about that.
That might be hard to explain to a jury. Especially as you're one of the only 2 officially registered directors of global worldwide products.
Bloody Arthur.
They look good, Arthur.
Cartier. Obvious replicas. And sold as such. Perfectly above board.
Deliberate counterfeits, Arthur, and a criminal offence. What's in that then, Arthur?
Nothing. No, I don't know. It's something I'm looking after for a regular customer.
Wouldn't be that so-called Colonel Kaplan, would it?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Get something to open that with, Jones.
Hey? That is private property, Mr. Rycott. I cannot be responsible for you having that open.
All right, Arthur, yeah. Well, get on with it, then.
Here is to obey. You didn't waste any time, did you?
I don't. Who are they?
Local plod, as if you didn't know.
The last thing we want is them interfering and screwing things up. Look, say nothing. I'll sort it out later. It's true, I swear it.
Anyone can join in this conversation, can they?
Terry, will you explain to Mr. Rycott how you came to collect this...
Just don't start. I'm going to have proper words with you.
What have I said?
Oh, dear, when thieves fall out, eh, Jones? Did you enjoy your little stay courtesy of Her Majesty, McCann? It seems you might be taking Arthur back there with you.
Here, Gov, look at this.
Well. What have we here?
That's her stuff for lighting barbecues, isn't it?
And this?
That plasticine. Mr. Kaplan does a lot of charity work for deprived children, I understand.
This is a CS grenade.
Grenade?
And this, if I'm not very much mistaken, is plastic explosive complete with detonators.
Now, look, right.
Save it,
It's got
McCann! You lot are in very serious trouble. You and this Kaplan character.
No, you got it all wrong. I know nothing about this. Nothing.
I suppose you 2 know nothing either.
Of course we don't.
Pathetic, isn't it?
I think you'll be making a very serious mistake in jumping to conclusions.
She's right. She's quite right. Colonel Kaplan is entirely responsible for all this. We are but mere pawns in a game.
I'm sure he will appreciate that when you spend the next 10 to 15 years with him walking around the exercise yard. Call up the wagon and the bomb squad, Jones.
I don't think so. Just stay where you are.
I should warn you, I'm a police officer.
Shut it. And don't make the mistake of thinking this is loaded with anything but real ammunition.
Oh, God. What next?
I've just been explaining to your men what a terrible mistake they've made.
Right, get them inside.
Yes, but...
Move it!
I'm not fooled by this display, Daly. I know you were part of it.
Please, this is making me very claustrophobic.
You've done it again, haven't you? You've done it again. Why do I stand on it,
Look,
eh?
Terry, it's nothing to do with me. I simply sold a man military knickknacks. Clobber.
You didn't tell me about the counterfeiting.
All right, shut it and sit down there.
This is a regular operation. We've never used 10 personnel. 6 have always been perfectly adequate.
With due respect, sir, you did hire me for my considerable expertise and knowledge in matters of security, and if I may be permitted to remind you, in these days of escalating terrorist acts, a large consignment of gold on the move is not something to be treated lightly.
I'm not treating it lightly. I'm telling you how it's always worked. Look, Mr. Chisholm, this company has built its reputation on low-profile security. Subtle, efficient, cost-effective. Clear?
Translucent, sir.
Good.
As a matter of fact, sir, I have arranged a rather tight schedule, and if I'm to rendezvous with my ASC as per...
Your what?
ASC, sir. Aerial surveillance conveyance.
You've hired a plane?
Helicopter. Absolutely essential in this type of operation.
This is all a lark, Mr. Kaplan, isn't it? One of your practical jokes. You tell the sergeant. He's noted for his sense of humour.
This is not a game, and you will address me as Colonel.
Yes, of course, Colonel.
You have been useful to us daily.
Thank you.
But you let us down. You were unprepared, even for those two.
Absolutely crackers.
And you? Where were you when you were supposed to be carrying out my orders? At lunch with a woman. Our great country has come to this, full of people who want lunch and women instead of taking orders. Well, we're going to change all that. We're going to overcome your complacent, contemptible society. We are going to maintain our haven of order and rule.
Well, we're with you all the way right to the top of the hill, Big John.
Terry. I'd cool it if I were you. What we have here is a serious fruit and nut case.
Notes, Jones. Why aren't you taking notes?
You've got to be kidding.
You think we're playing soldiers, don't you? Well, let me remind you that we are a movement, a great movement. Today we strike our first blow, and then the movement will grow and grow under my command, stronger and stronger until little people like you are swept aside. We have anticipated. We are prepared. We will survive.
Colonel, I was wondering if it's not too late to apply for membership, so to speak. I'm listening to what you were saying, and I find it very impressive indeed. Donation?
This is Cannon 1 to Musket 1. Are you receiving me? Over.
Respond, please. Cannon 1 to Musket 1.
Are you receiving? Can you hear me or not?
Get on this crank, will you?
Musket 1 here.
Receiving you, Cannon 1.
Bloody time.
And then all personnel will return to HQ. The code name for the operation is Falcon. Any questions?
Contraceptive pills.
Nonsense. Don't you come that innocent routine with me. Tapioca and suet tablets, thousands of them. Do you know how many unwanted pregnancies you've caused?
How dare you? I'll have you know I believe in monogamy. I do not go around impregnating the opposite.
Do you believe this? We're being held hostage by a bunch of lunatics, and these two idiots are having a discussion about family planning.
I was rather hoping we could pursue the darker side of Arthur's sex life.
Sit up straight, Jones. You're on duty. Sit up.
Very well. You all know your duties. It only remains for me to wish you good luck and good hunting.
Anticipation, preparation, survival. Right, collect your kit and be prepared to move out. Full camouflage procedure, remember?
You two go ahead.
Actually, sir, I was rather hoping to go on this mission myself.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I need you here to guard the prisoners and maintain communications.
Of course, sir.
I've decided to take Daly along. He'll be very useful. You better take that down before they're brought in here.
Right.
Visual on pickup point. Visual on pickup point. ETA 2 minutes. Clearance complete. Clearance.
What a Burke.
But, Colonel, I can't go. We've got people coming to dinner. Her indoors is doing something special. It'll spoil.
Unless I address you, you will remain silent.
Fish.
Papa!
Ready when you are, sir.
Right.
Who is that lunatic?
Low profile security, sir. Always the best.
If we could just pull over in order for me to make a quick phone call. Colonel?
Home base to Falcon receiving. Over.
Roger, Roger. Approaching junction. ETA approximately... What the...
Base to Falcon, do you read me? Receiving no signal, Falcon. Do you read me? Over.
Looks like they've got the same trouble as we have. No communication.
Home base to Falcon.
Plenty of communication when this lot's over. Down the neck.
What's the matter with you? This is serious. These nutters mean it.
We're not going to get out of here unless we do something.
Oh, really?
He's right, Gov.
Receiving no signal.
Pretty unstable lot, if you ask me.
Well, nobody did. What do you suggest we do now? Poke a finger down his revolver?
This is Cannon 1 to Musket 1 and 2. The way is clear. Repeat, the way is clear. Move off. Move off.
What's up, Rog? Got the hump because you can't get through to the Führer?
You think it's all a game, don't you? A joke.
I mean, let's own up. You're a bunch of clowns, aren't you?
Think this is filled with dye-filled pellets, do you? You mouthy, pathetic ex-con.
You ain't got the bottle.
We'll see, shall we?
Now, just a moment. You... Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
We need a phone.
Well, find one on the way, will you? Get out of here.
I hope you all appreciated my diversion tactics. Hey, wait a minute, McCann. You can't just go... There's been a serious offence committed here. You're under arrest.
There's a bit of luck.
I'll drive.
All right.
No keys.
I think now's the time to tell him, don't you?
Tell me? Tell me what?
That you are seriously interfering with an undercover Scotland Yard operation.
Got him. And I'm assisting them with their inquiries, right?
It's about the size of it, Sergeant.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Jones? Inconceivable. What will they dream up next?
Well done, chaps. All right, Harper. Right hand hard down.
Why have we stopped?
Get him wired up as soon as possible.
Wired up?
Is she really with the yard?
Well, if she's not, Taff, I'm in very deep mad.
What is going on?
Knowles, you know what to do?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what is happening? Why are you doing this to me?
Quiet, Daly. This is a military operation.
Yeah, but...
Quiet!
You trod on my toe! Oh. Help!
Go to your positions.
Colonel, will you please tell me what is going on? Oh, Colonel, I think I need to go somewhere.
To Falcon, over.
Convoy approaching. Enemy in sight.
Falcon to Cuckoo. Understood.
Hello? What's that? Oh my God, it's a dive bomber.
Get on, get on.
Daly. Oh, for bloody Daly. Cannon 1 to musket 1. Abort flintlock. Repeat. Abort flintlock. The red alert.
Get the APB into position. Move it. Get the gold in the APB.
Take it down. Take it down.
fired. Filters aren't functioning.
Daly! Kill him! Where is he? Where is he?
I think it's time to make a tactical withdrawal.
What? Every man for himself! Stand firm! I am your commanding officer!
Here we go then.
Well, go on then, Jones.
Just here as a professional observer. Is it, Gav?
Right.
They won't have news on.
Don't ask.
Stop, police!
Where have you been?
How's the old paratrooper then, eh?
That is not amusing, Terry.
Terry!
Thanks to your employer, I've been kidnapped, exposed to all manner of dangers, brutalised.
Hold on, hold on.
Don't push me! Oh my God, Chisholm! Yeah, what you doing? Stop! Oh, yeah, Terry!
Here you are, Mr. Jones. Make yourself useful.
Cheer up.
Hey, stop, Terry! Terry, stop it! Oh, stop it! Hey, Charlie! Oh, get off!
Will ya?
Come on, behave yourself! Oh, listen, do something, will you? Oh, this him! Come here!
Go on then, do something.
Why? Charlie's doing quite a good job on his own.
Oh! Oi!
I'm making a citizen's arrest. What? I'm making a citizen's arrest. I'm making a citizen's arrest. Be damn your credit, I'm the chief security officer. The man's mad.
In summary then, gentlemen, the position is this. Because of the sensitive aspect of this incident, internal inquiries will be made by security services and ourselves, the outcome of which, amongst other things, may result in disciplinary action being taken against the officers involved. Mr. Chisholm is already under suspension from duty, pending consultations between his employers and the Bank of England. And frankly, looking at these reports, I'm not surprised. With regard to Mr. Daly and Mr. McCann's position in this sorry affair, well, that remains under review. However, in view of their voluntary help in assisting us, it has been decided that no criminal charges will be instituted against them with regard to aspects of Mr. Daly's business. This does not mean to say that Mr. Daly will be able to continue in that line of business.
Forgive me for interposing, Commissioner, Your Honour, sir. Could you clarify that?
In simple terms, Mr. Daly, it means that your warehouse will be stripped and all your business activities curtailed.
One day, Daly. One day.
I hope that's not a threat, Mr. Chisholm. You heard what the Assistant Commissioner said. I have been working undercover, helping the Yard protect the citizens of this country against marauding political extremists.
Remember where you are, Chisholm, and for God's sake, show some dignity.
Dignity? Dignity? Where's yours? I warned you about him years ago. Try to. Look where we are now, huh? Ruined.
Come on now.
A ruin!
We don't want any fuss outside the Assistant Commissioner's office now, do we? And you, McCann.
One day. One day. I ain't a bad loser, don't you, Tough?
Trouble is... Shut up! I haven't finished with you yet, McCann. Or you, Daly.
Oh, yes, you have, Constable. Come on.
Constable, what are you...
Listen, do you fancy a drink or anything?
Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. I've been told to wait.
Never mind all that, Terry. I was building a business empire. Now I'm bereft. My goods confiscated. My wheels have dropped off my world, Terry.
Tough, all right? Listen, maybe I can see you a bit later or something, huh?
Sure.
See? Come on. Time to be off. Excuse me, my dear. We must be off. Now, Terry, I am talking major financial crisis. We must, as always, stick together on this one. There is a way out of this, you know.
Yeah, I know there is. You disappear and I live happily ever after.
Now, Terry, I don't think you're fully cognizant with the situation. I'm talking about our future security here.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want us to go back on the pavement and scratch a living?
What are you talking about? We've never been away from the pavement. We are definitely street level.
Nonsense. We've had a taste of the big time. There's no reason why we shouldn't do it again. Stand on me. Vision, enterprise. That's all it needs. Listen.
Get off. Get off.
Listen. Look,
Get off.